Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Rasco Garage. Today we're doing a little bit of maintenance on the F80 M3 right here behind me. About a week ago, I was getting some engine codes and I ran the Diagnostics, and here's what I've come up with. So I have my boot mode flash software. So basically you can see those codes right there, the 12B304 and 12B404. What those are those are the O2 sensors, the secondary sensors on the catalytic converters or on your downpipe. So apparently those things fail and you need to replace them, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm hoping, it's been a while since I put on my downpipes on this car. It's been a couple years, so I don't remember if I have access to the rear or the secondary O2 sensors without removing the exhaust partially or pulling out the downpipes. I hope I don't have to pull the downpipes out because that's timely. I hope I could just get a wrench on them and just get the sensors off, because those are the ones that actually plug in underneath the car. So we'll go through that now, but here are the replacements. For those of you who have done a downpipe, there's two sensors under there. There's the blue and yellow underneath. So basically all we're going to do is just plug and play. We're going to swap those out, and then we're going to swap these ones back in. I didn't get the genuine BMW ones. I got these ones from Bosch. These ones were like half the price. So drop me a comment for the link on these. I think I still have them saved where I bought them from, and they were great. I'm out here in California. They came overnight, which was great. So if you're looking for these and you're looking for a cost-effective version of these, hit me up. I'll share the link with you.
Okay, the first order of business here is to get this lower skid plate off of the car. It's a combination of 8mm trim bolts and 16mm bolts that hold this thing in. I recommend saving the center bolt for last so you can easily drop it straight down. So the next order of business after that is actually lowering and sliding back the entire rear section of the exhaust. That is just 3 series of exhaust hangers that need to be unbolted so you can actually lower the exhaust. If you have a friend, have them support the front and support the muffler with a jack stand, and you can lower the exhaust easily and slide it back. So what we're going to try to do here is lower the downpipes by loosening up the V-clamps, but not doing the top end of the motor procedure, which requires us to remove the charge pipes, intake, carbon brace, a lot more steps. So you can see here in the video, I was actually able to undo the V-clamp and lower the downpipes and leave the upper O2 sensor connected, which saved me a lot of time. So I was able to get a 22mm wrench on these O2 sensors here in the rear, the ones that we're replacing, and I was actually able to swap those in and out, plug and play. So once we get those out and swap back in, please do not forget to use some anti-seize on the O2 sensor itself on the threads, because the downpipes get very hot and the O2 sensors have a tendency to get seized in there, and we do not want that. So the cool thing about these Bosch ones is actually they came with some anti-seize pre-applied to it, which made the job that much
Alright, so now we were able just to slightly drop the downpipes instead of having to do the whole uninstall from the top, which you need to take out the charge pipes, intake, the carbon brace, all that shit. So I was able to lower them down, get these O2 sensors off, so now we got to plug them back in. So you want to go blue to blue, which is right over here, and the other one is hiding over here. Yellow. See it? Yellow to yellow, blue to blue.
When reinstalling the downpipes, I highly recommend not tightening the V-clamps down all the way. This gives you enough play in the downpipes themselves for when you mount up the rear section of the exhaust back up. It'll mount up much easier that way, and then once the exhaust is mounted, you can tighten up those V-clamps from there.
Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you enjoyed today's video on some repairs for my F80 M3. So, as you saw in the beginning of the video, threw some codes for the lambda sensor, which is the secondary O2 sensor post-catalytic converter. So, if you're running the stock downpipe that has the cat on it, it's the secondary O2 sensor closer to the rear of the exhaust. If you're running aftermarket downpipes, it's just the O2 sensor that's more towards the rear of the vehicle. As you all know, there's two of them on each downpipe. So with that said, it was a pretty simple job. I did mention in the beginning of the video I was hoping to get away with not lowering the entire exhaust, but unfortunately you do have to lower the entire exhaust to actually get the downpipes to pull out. So as you all know, the way the downpipes work on the F80s is the front downpipe actually gets inserted into the exhaust flange itself, so you need like 1.5 inches of space to get that out. So all you do is you unbolt the exhaust hangers from the front of the car, from the middle of the car, like right in front of the differential, and on the muffler itself, and just use 2 jacks. If you're doing it by yourself, or if you have a friend help you out with this job, that'll help also to have someone brace the front of the exhaust. But all you do is put a jack stand under the muffler and just lower it down slightly, and you could push the exhaust back about 4 to 6 inches, give you enough room. But the good news is I didn't have to do the entire downpipe removal on this job. So I was able to keep the top end intact. As you all know, you have to remove the carbon brace, the charge pipes, the intake on the passenger side. It's a real pain in the ass if you have to do all of that work. So I was able to undo the V-bands underneath, or the V-clamps underneath, and just lower it, and then just swap out those sensors, boom, boom. So I was actually able to do this job just in a couple hours in an afternoon. It wasn't all that bad, in all honesty, to get it all done. So with that said, if you guys are taking on this project at home and you have some questions, hit me up in the comments. I'm happy to shed a little insight on it. If you like the video, like it. If you like the channel, subscribe. Stay tuned for more Rasco Garage.